Hey guys, it's Evil Painter. Painter, back again. Today I'm going to be finishing this elf Necromancer that I got going on. Let's see. Um, get started here in just a minute.
I love creating. I just don't love being on camera. So instead of changing who I
Okay, that's great. That's fantastic. A little music. So here's what we got so far. But whenever I start detailing the faces, um, I can really break or make a model. Her hands came out perfect. That's always a hit or miss with me. Look, I didn't get two right hands. Um, I did not let my dyslexia get the best of me on this one. But we're gonna go in and fix this. Now, I made her face thinner than I'm used to. So this will be interesting. This will be new for me. Usually their face is twice the size. Do I want to do that? Do I want to go ahead with this? Because this might be terrible. Shit. I didn't even think about that. Okay, well, let's try something really quick because this might be really hard. I just thought about that. Not used to doing it like this. That could be. That could be bad. So let's pull this up. Yeah, because I left this model super tiny for whatever. I just didn't. I brought it down to get a more accurate measurement for this model. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Because if I bring it to like close to 0, and then I scale it up, I get a more accurate, like, this is how I used it back in the day before I could just judge things. I used to even keep models off to the side. Like, here's one of my barbarian girls. Like, here's a 25mm. I used to put those down like that, so you get a measurement of how the size would be. Like, there was my 25mm, and here's like 35mm. And that way I could get like a size. Damn, let me see something. Her face looks good like that. It's not even finished. See, this is what I'm telling you. Like, sometimes when you're looking at things through Blender or like your programs, your editing programs and whatnot, you don't realize how the model's gonna look anyways. Now, of course, this is a detailed finished face. Eyelashes, eyebrows, mouth, nose, um, as opposed to, you can see when you go in on this, the face. And that's what I'm going to be working on today. But when you zoom out like that, and say like you print that thing out and it's like this big, I bet you anything that's going to look fine. Especially once you put a wash on it and you color it and put the skin coloring on it and stuff. I bet you wouldn't even know that this face is done. But there are some things that I'm going to have to change on it through the experiences that I have of 3D printing. Like when I was first making this model, you can see how little some of the little details are. We know that's not going to work very well. Let's bring it up. So let's see what we're working with. I can already tell we're gonna have to work on the base. This is back when I was starting to make my base. Never mind. Looks like I already did that. I don't remember doing that, but okay. I'll take it. All right. Okay. Let's see if that changes anything, or is it just like the makeup of the model? It is probably just the makeup of the model, right? So if we bring in yeah, see what I mean? It's like, won't even let us get close to it anymore.
What's up, true fam? It's your girl, Megan Thee Stallion. What's real never fades. What's true always lasts. It's about self, it's about purpose, it's about legacy. It's the new True Religion collection starring your girl, Megan Thee Stallion. Shop it right now on truereligion.com.
Gotta wake up. get too carried away with that. I'm gonna beef those up because I want those there. I woke up, and right when I woke up, I like moved my neck and totally did that thing where you, it was all, this whole side of my neck was all fucked up this morning. It's getting better though, so. On top of that, I was working in the yard a couple of days ago and busted my lip on a branch. Okay. Alright. We're fucking this up. Let's take this back a bit. Let's bring this out. Now this is off of one of my older creations. The body. I never had the faces done, that way I can make them unique. Because when you get started, you don't really know what you're gonna come out with. And that's how I get unique faces on some of the same models, because you just never know. I can't predict how a sculpting comes out every time, because for one, I'm just not good enough, I think, at sculpting to where I can make things look exactly the same every time. So when I go in and I mess with a model, it can turn out really bad or good. This model's pretty sick though, and I wanted to finish it. I started her like 6 or 7 months ago, and sometimes I get bored doing the same thing. Like if any of you guys play video games with me, you notice I switch video games a lot. It's because I just get bored doing the same thing, playing the same thing. So I'm kind of the same with models. But I get bored with the models. And I'm going to create something new, take a break, and then I forget about them. I don't go back to them for a while. Shit, messed that one up. Yeah. I want to bring that down, but not that much. Sorry if I'm breathing into the mic. I got to breathe, you know? Kind of looks like she's... Nope. Looks like she has a 12. What do you call that? Where you have the scar like Joaquin Phoenix? The guy from Gladiator has that scar right there. It's called a cleft lip. I think that's what it's called. So we don't work. The models I have now have usually twice the little polygon thingies. We don't have a lot of room on this one. Like I said, this was an older model. Something I just wanted to this one, and I sure as hell don't want to redo this one. Sometimes it goes good, sometimes it doesn't. Can't always get what I want on the first couple of tries. Sometimes, I mean, look at when I did that one model. How long did it take me to fix that butt? It was like 2 hours, 3 hours just to fix that. Sometimes it just doesn't, especially if I don't have a lot to work on like this one. It's really hard to manipulate everything here. This might be one of those that I just might have to leave with not a lot of detail. And this is, like I was saying before, when I do faces, that's why I don't do a lot of these videos, is it's a lot of adding and subtracting. I add, oh shit, although I kind of left a pretty good setup for a smile. That was an accident. But a lot of these are just adding and subtracting clay until I get what I want. It can be really boring to watch. It's actually really boring to do too, because I don't see fast results like when I'm building things. And it can be just not as fun. lot of people say that my characters' faces are really pretty. Then, if you get up to them, they look really weird. So, I know you can't see it, you see this screen, but I have a whole other screen over here. And this one is a little bit more zoomed out, and it has the pixels done a little different, so I can kind of get a better idea of like how things are moving. And I can't show you this screen, but I can show you this screen. I have this screen, and I have this screen over here. So if you constantly see me like put them down. But I only have my recorder set to one screen because when I set to multiple screens, I don't record with this screen. I think I fucked that out yet. This is gonna pain in the butt already. Unless we just hit it like right out of the park, right off the bat. Like sometimes that just happens. I'll just, the first face I put down, and it looks great. And I'm like, yes. It's cold a day. And then I do that, and then I'll forget to save it right. And then I'll just go, I'll load it up to like cement my work for the model. And it will be the old model. Whew. I want to throw my computer open in the window. But I didn't bring my nose too far back. Quick fix. This model's sick, dude. I'm excited. So when I did this one, I remember I was very unhappy with the face of the skeleton, but then I thought it looked hilarious, so I kept it. I doing? So I came out with a lot of models over the weekend. I finished up a lot of them I had to do. Goofy, right off this fucking face. So I had some that were near completion, and I just went ahead and did them. And they're now on my store for the weekend. I know I made it thicker. Because when I print that, I feel like proportions are really off. I am not liking that skull. I should just import one, huh? I have really good skulls. It's not going my way. Better monkey face I had going on. Ones are too clean. Has some cracks. God damn it. See? Remember when I told you that I did that, I did a whole fix on my face. It came out perfect. And then I saved it, but I didn't save it. Same thing here. I changed her hand, came out perfect, came back. The finger is where it's not supposed to be. It didn't finish deleting, saving the way the hand was supposed to be set up, so it left her finger. Awesome. So this finger was this finger, but it looked really weird, so I cut that finger, fixed this finger, but it didn't save any of my work. So now I have half a finger sitting on top of this finger. Cool. Or maybe it was because I dragged in that this model. So I did drag in this model from oh yeah, because remember I had that other model loaded up, the smaller one. I bet you that was the fixed hand model. See what I mean? So that was probably the fixed hand. And then I threw this model in. I made it large, remember, and then put this one in. And it didn't have the hand fix. Because I did so good on the hands that when I severed the finger, I got scared and I saved it because hands are so incredibly hard for me to do. That I do not want to destroy what I had already, just in case I fucked it up too bad that I couldn't repair. Especially back then, because back then I was like really amateur at this. I mean, I still am, but I like had to really make sure that if I did something correct, that, you know, before I went on, I'd save it, because I was like, I don't think I could do that again. Especially the hands. Even now, the hands are super hard for me to do. When I get a good hand, I'm like, call it a day, let's have a beer. But I find it makes holes in my models that I don't quite know how to repair yet. Oh yeah, that's nice. I find that it makes holes in my models that I don't quite know how to repair, and sometimes when I have done holes in the model, with like it's last resort thing for me to just cut or erase or like do the loop cut, because I found that it can make some problems later on. Not always, but it has created some problems for me later on. Let's see, well that just for one finger. Now I'm going to have a big mesh disaster there. That's not going to clean up. Those lines are too. Those lines are way too long. See? See that dot on her hand? That's what happens when I fold too many. Messed up her stomach somehow. I kind of want to make it a tie, but now I can see I was going to make it kind of like a jewel. Sometimes when I come back to models, I don't know exactly what the hell I was doing. I've been learning to finish my models before I leave them to do other projects because it's too difficult to remember what ideas I had in mind. A while back, if you guys remember that model that I had of that girl with the bush, she was like clearing brush out of the way, and I didn't remember what I was doing, and I deleted all of that. I was like, what is all this junk? And I deleted it all, and I printed out the model, and I have it up on my store now, and I remembered what I was doing. And I was like, oh no. Like I deleted all that work. Which was this model right here. This was a big bush or a branch, and I had her pushing it out of the way, and I had her arm up here. And when I came back to the model, I had a video, and I'd been deleting all this, and I thought it looked really cool, and I forgot what I was doing. I came in and I just saw a branch in her hand. Her hand was like right up here, and she had a branch in her hand, and I was like, what was I doing? What I was doing is I was putting a branch out of her hand first so I could connect it down to the base, because I find it easier than making the branch come up from the base to her. And I forgot, and I took it all out of the model, so now it looks like that. It's not bad, but it's not what I wanted. And of course, this one right here, he had a spear. I messed the wolf up. Then I tried to make it into a dagger, then I tried to make it into a leash. The leash just did not fit. Like, I thought that was lame. One of my first models here. That's that one video of me cleaning this up. She was all a disaster. She took me like 2 days to clean up. He came out good. His bowstrings suck though. I can't get them to print. I left them in the print, but whenever I print them, they just come out loony. I just take them off. I left them in there. Maybe someone else can figure it out when they buy my model. But it's easy enough just to take them off when it prints. I don't like this. Like, this is just calling me to remove this. There's the little crack in her staff. Now before, when I was really ambitious, I wanted to have the staff cracked and then like some fog coming out with like some ghostly faces in it, but obviously that didn't happen. I don't want to do that now. Part. I had 4 of these coming down because when I first made this, I wanted these to be. She looked way more wicked when I first did this model. I remember these were teeth, and there's going to be teeth coming down from here, and then I was going to have 4 tongues coming out. Like, I get some crazy ideas, and they always change because my ideas are way more ambitious than what like the model actually comes out as. So this was one of the place. If you saw how I create faces on models, I'll have little tags like this. They're placeholders for like if I want a tooth or something to come out. And then I forget to delete them. I even have them on some of my models in the store, and I'll go back and I'll be like, oh my god, I just left that there, and I'll have to like update the model because that wasn't supposed to be there. There's a lot of things in my models that aren't supposed to be there. And I slowly update models when I catch that. Some of the guys that buy my models have been pretty cool. There's one girl that she saw a flaw in one of my models and she told me, I was like, anytime you see one of those, please let me know, because I leave a lot of mistakes on my models. You know? A lot of people use AI and other things for their models, and their models are like perfect. My models, they're far from perfect. So if you guys see stuff like that, let me know. I can come back and fix it. Sometimes I just don't see it. And it's funny too because I've been called out a lot for like, people will be like, oh, look at your finger, it's all fucked up, or look at your hand, it's fucked up, AI, and I'm like, bro, dude, like, I'm a sole creator, like, my shit's gonna look fucked up from time to time. It's because I make mistakes, AI doesn't. I see people's models that are like picture perfect, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I ain't gonna accuse anyone of anything, because you don't know. But to me, when I see a lot of imperfections in work, I know that's someone made it. So now, we got her face done, fixed the skeleton, fixed some of the imperfections that I found on her, fixed her stomach. I think she's ready to print now. Her nose is squeaky. I want to get this model done because I want to paint it. She looks cool. I got some cool ideas for how I want to paint her staff. So today we're going to have this one done. We're going to print this one up. I'll make another video of when it comes out, and then I'll make another video of it painted. Because I'm going to definitely get this all done today. Print her out at the 30. Print her out at the 20 scale. I'm just gonna do that now. She's a barbarian, so I make her bigger. I'm pretty sure this is a true 30mm bottom. Damn near close, because what I like to do is I like to give people these stands, like, oops, my 32mm base right here. That's usually what I give people, and they can put their figures on this. So even if, like, I give you something and it's not a say like this was a 35mm, but you're like, hey Adam, the base isn't a 35mm, it's way off. Well, it's because I gave you this to set that on top of there, and then this will be the 35mm. So you can do the base or the size however you want, but you always have a 35mm base to put it on. Alright, this staff, I already can tell there's going to be problems on this staff. Just by the size of that stuff, I know there's going to be problems. See, the figurine will be nice, but when I get this down to 20mm, the staff, to me, looks like it will be too small. Should print it out. I will print it out first, right? Alright, or print it out first. It only takes me a minute to change it, and that way I can get an idea of how much I should change it. Just print it. gonna make that adjustment. Now I fix this. That's how we do it. I'll print this out and see what we come out with, and then I'll get back to you guys. Thank you for joining me for another model. Almost done. Later, guys.